Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would try to go live real quick. Um, Let me make sure that I have this tablet turned down because I'm looking at it to watch the chat. But first, I got to get to the channel, so give me just a moment while I figure out how to get to it on here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Why did it not go to it? My tablet is not wanting to work very well right now. There we go. Maybe. Okay. So, how is everyone doing? Hi, Margie. Sorry. Trying to get to the channel, couldn't figure it out on my tablet. Wait, it says that my YouTube is not working. So, hopefully, y'all can still hear me. I'm going to close this out real quick. And then we're going to try to go to it again. My phone is actually still got me live, but my YouTube app is acting all kinds of crazy. Okay, let's see. I normally don't do, there it is. That's what I'm looking for down there. See if it's going to get up on here again. And I've got my chat. There we go. Hi, Shells. How are you doing? So happy y'all could stop by. I just thought I would pop in for a bit since I haven't had a chance to do a video this week. Hi, Melanie. How are you? So glad to see you here. Hi, Julie. I know Granny was having her procedure today, so she probably won't be in here. I hope everything goes well with her, and I hope her son is doing much better. See, Shells. What concert are you going to? But yeah, it has been a week. It seems like it has just flown by. Tuesday, I was going to do a lot of recording and stuff, and that just did not happen. I ended up having one of my best days on DoorDash that I've had in a long time. So it was a constant go, go, go all day long. And then I wasn't feeling too good on Wednesday. And today I'm doing pretty good though. But yeah, I just thought I would stop by. I am working on Springtime Cottage. I'm in my living room. Sorry, I'm going to jiggle the camera a little bit, maybe. Right here, trying to get this down. And off of here. Let's see if I can get this to where y'all can see it at least a little bit. This is what I'm working on, is Springtime Cottage. I am almost done with it. All I really have left to do is up here. I've got the house part right here, part of the purple in the trees and this green, and then I will be done. So this one's getting close, and I'll be one closer to having another one of my WIPs done. I'll have to go back and look at that. I've never heard of them. Hi, Waffles. How are you? So glad to see you here. just thought I would pop on for a little bit. And oops, there goes one of my release papers on this one. But I don't know how well you'll be able to. Let's see. No, still not. My setup in here isn't very good. I'm not in my craft room. I'm in the living room, and I have not set it back up to record very well in here. So I've just got my little stand that doesn't put the phone up very high. And all you get to see is basically the spot that I'm working on. Don't have my laptop in here right now, so this is what I'm working with. But yeah, I've already taken Joshua to work today, and we're back at home. I did go down and sit at the park, but as many people as were there, I was going to go live there. But there was so many people there pulling in and out, and they had their music going and all that. I did not think it would be a good idea to go live. I would probably get a copyright infringement. So I think no, I've got one of this color left, so we'll take one of those off. Okay, let's switch to a different color. I think I'm going to do the little 3 dots and the triangle. So what is everybody working on? Hey, let's see. I know I decided which one I was going to do. I just can't find it. Okay, there it is. But yeah, it was a really nice day today. It wasn't too hot, not too cool. There was a nice breeze blowing, so I couldn't get, if I was going to record, I couldn't go down to the picnic tables or anything because it was so windy. I was afraid that it would blow my trays down. These, if the wind catches them just right, it'll tip them over. Hi, Diamond Painting Cutie. How are you? Nice. I'm loving watching how that one is turning out right now. With all of y'all doing it. I never did get it. Like I said, I'm trying to be good. Although I did order one from Walmart that will be here tomorrow. I actually ordered it with my grocery order, but they didn't have it in the store, so they're shipping it. But it's Blue Moon or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really, really pretty. And I can't wait for that one to come in tomorrow. I have been using the app on the Dreamer Designs app, and there's a lot of cons to it, like the fact that you have to enter the number of drills. Basically, you have to fill in every spot on there for it. But the one thing that I'm really liking about it is the ease of the timer that they have on that one. I bet that is going to be pretty. I love tiger paintings. I've got so many of them. And I've got so many paintings that I want to work on, and I just haven't. The one thing that I really like about it is the timer. And I'm sure maybe I'll like the part to where it shuffles it. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to keep it or not. I'm still putting my stuff in Jim's Flow. which they have a timer on there. It's just a little bit more difficult. But the thing about that one is you can actually edit the time, whatever, because you actually have to go in and put the end time and the start time. It doesn't just automatically keep up with it for you. So I don't know if it will be worth it to keep this app for the $7.99 a month just for that and the shuffle, because I can do those things with other. You are so welcome, Margie. I have quite a few craftablies left, and I wanted to share some of them. Oops, that's the wrong color. Why'd y'all let me put that on the wrong color? Sitting there putting that on the percentage sign, and that's not where it goes. I don't know what made me think to put it on that particular color. Is that all of those? Did I not have very many of those? I guess I didn't. I'm only doing a little itty bitty section right here. That is true. I would rather buy it and be done with it also. But if they're going to charge a monthly fee on it, I think they should do a few improvements on it, which I'm sure those will come in the future, but I don't know. I've got this 45 days to decide. And I still need to look on Dreamer Designs and see what I want to get from there, because I do have that. What is going on outside? Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I guess there was some kids out in the road and somebody was honking at them to get out of the way. Got Bullet all barking over there. He's acting like a cat and laying on the top of the couch. Sometimes it is so funny. Bullet acts like a cat a lot of the times, and my cat will do things that dogs do all the time. Bullet is always laying on top of the couch or trying to get up behind me, trying to climb up on stuff that you normally don't see dogs doing. Which one was the sneak peek? I'm not sure if I haven't really watched a whole lot of YouTube here recently. I'm trying. It just seems every time I get interested in watching one, I got to go and do something else. And one of the other reasons why I haven't got very much recording done, the new Black Kitty. I might have to look that up and see. But Julie, you were talking about the castles. I guess there's 5 castles. I thought that there was only 4 castles, but there's 5 of them. I've got 2. Kitchen cats? I'll have to look it up. I can see you doing that, Julie. My husband wouldn't be too happy with me if I woke him up like that either. He gets so aggravated. Our neighbor next door has this dog that they put outside while they're gone to work. And the whole time it is outside, all it does is bark. Laura, are you talking about my mind just coloring books will travel? Or something like that. I know. Trying to think of any other Lauras I know that do sneak peeks. I didn't think that she did though. Diamond Paintings by Laura. I don't think I'm subscribed to her. I might have to go and check that out. I will definitely go and check that out. I have been watching, out of all the YouTube I've been watching lately, I've been watching people traveling on trains. I don't know why, but that just interests me so much. In fact, they have a train, a passenger train here. It's just a scenic one. It goes from Springdale to Van Buren, or from Van Buren to, what is the name of that town? I cannot even remember the name of the town that it goes to, but one of them's like a 3-hour train ride there and back, and then the other one is 8 hours, but it's a round trip, and you have a 3-hour delay in the middle, and it stops to where you can go shopping and stuff in Van Buren, Old Town Van Buren. I'm really, really contemplating doing that. But I was looking at the tickets, and for Wednesdays, which is the day that I could actually do it, it's booked up all the way till October 15th. So if I get to do it, it will be a while down the road. But I think that it's just so neat. I would love to go across the country in a train. I don't see that happening anytime soon because it's so expensive, but hi Tracy, how are you? Yeah, I'll have to check out Laura's channel. I might be subscribed, and I think I've heard of her before, but I'm not sure. So I will definitely have to go check that out here pretty soon. Which one am I doing? Let's try to do the X's. I'm trying to get all of these WIPs done. I would show it to you on my phone, but I'm actually recording on my regular phone right now. And I'm watching the chat on my on my tablet. So, but I've got 5 WIPs going, and I think I've still got 2 left to put on the app. But I started working on Castle Wolf a little bit yesterday again. I've got it set up on my drafting table in my craft room. And then my woodland panorama is over on my recording table in there. And then I have this one in the living room. And my horse and my Chuck Pinson are just laying on the table over here, just waiting to get done. But it has been such a tiring weekend. Yes, yesterday was Wednesday. Anyway, Josh normally takes his mom grocery shopping on Wednesday. I've started ordering. Is that the right one? Yeah. My colors on here are a little bit off because show you real quick. I need to change my ink in my printer. So my colors are a little bit off, and this is actually a bluish gray, but it shows up on my sticker yellow. And I've been needing to change. I've got the ink cartridges. I just haven't changed them out, and I've been needing to for about 2 weeks now. But I put some different stickers on here whenever I moved it from the craft room, because I did have this kitted up in the ones without lids. Julie, I can't. I really did used to be like that. I would, every time I would get a new painting in, I would start it almost immediately. Thank you so much for stopping by, Tracy. But now I'm trying to keep it to 2 big ones, 2 big WIPs, and then 2 smaller WIPs. But I'm not doing very good at that. Yes, we do want to know. How many do you have? But yeah, I'm trying to stick with 2 big ones and 2 small ones, but right now I have 4 big ones going and 1 small one. Actually, I got 2 small ones, but the other one is on hold right now. I think I might be able to. No, it's underneath all that stuff over there. But I've got my stitch one also that I wasn't very happy with. And I don't know when I'll get back to that one. But it's one of those that you got to let it set and see if you really want to finish it. I've also got a mystery one that I've got in the back room. I don't even know what I did with the drills. I would have to find all the drills for that painting. And I think at the time what was really getting on my nerves with that was all of the ABs. Whenever I finally just put it up, I completely understand that. I used to do the ones on Diamond Grandma's channel all the time. I would do her monthly event every month, and I just haven't gotten back to doing them, but hers were so easy to find canvases that you already had to work on. Hi, Jackie B. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy that you're here. I just thought I would pop up and do a live real quick. Normally, I do go live on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Time, but I haven't put out a video this week. I haven't recorded one. I've been lazy, so decided to do a live and chat with everybody. I can definitely say I don't think I've ever had that many WIPs, Julie. I wish you luck on getting all of them finished. But I am trying really hard to get all my big ones done because in August, I want to start my 2 mystery paintings. I'm going to start the Hannah Lynn. It's okay. I'm not judging at all. Not judging at all. I just don't think I've ever had that many. But like I said, it's probably not for lack of wanting to do them. It's probably for more of a lack of not having the containers to kit them up in. If I would have had that many container sets back then, I probably would have had just as many kitted up. Definitely probably would have had just as many kitted up. But it's what makes you happy. I do set some of them aside and they sit for months at a time. Like this one that I'm working on now. I don't even know why I quit working on it. For so long, it has been sitting there, not being worked on. I don't have the start date on it. But I think I started working on this one when Granny started having her cottages, and y'all were all working on a cottage, and I picked this one out because it was in my staff to do. So this one was setting for quite a while. And I probably would have worked on it more, but I had it kitted up in the craft room in just the regular trays on my tower, and I couldn't move it around. So I finally just decided to switch them to to my Forever Young trays so I could move it around. Which I'm still loving these trays. One of Diamond Painting with Coco was having an issue with one of them not close, or some of them coming open after they were standing in there. And I did have that on one of these trays. It did that. Yeah, this one's been setting for that long too. But yeah, I had one of these trays and it was this one that came open like that all by itself. And I don't know what it was. I put a sticker on it so that I would know if it did it again. If I don't know, maybe there was something caught, a drill caught in the sides of it or something. But anyway, if it does, this is the only one I've had do that come open by itself, and it hasn't done it since. And that's been like a week and a half, and I've used these trays all the time. Only one of them. Only one of them. It was closing, and it was the one that I just showed you. But it came open by itself. Excuse me. And this was the one that it was, but that was a week ago, and it hasn't done it again. So I put a sticker on it so I know exactly which one it was. Okay, I knew that she mentioned on, I want to say she did a little bit, if it was in a short or something, saying about it. It was in my tower that stands up, but it just barely came open to the side. So all I had to do was take those 5 trays out and then scoop them into a tray underneath to put it back. Yeah, I've got the 45 count one and I've got the 6 count one. I do use the 60 count one more because it's just so much easier to stand up and put the trays back, but I still love my Forever Young trays. But my butterfly trays are good too. But I'm going to show y'all something. Let me put this one back in here if I can show it to you with the setup. I am using 5 of these Forever Young trays to go with one of my other paintings. And I want to show this to you real quick. Why is there an ant on there? This hasn't even been in the back room. I hate ants. But I did notice something. Let me see. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But these ones that I have right here are the Diamond Art Club trays that Margie had sent me. Or she sent me some of them. I'm definitely going to get more of these, but you can actually fit 7 of these in here sideways as well. I just put them up there as a placeholder for now, but in this type of container for the Forever Young trays, you can actually fit 7 of those in there and you can easily get them out. So, if for some reason my Forever Young trays start going bad, I'm going to start replacing them with my Diamond Art Club trays. Really? I didn't know the 45 count ones came in the hard plastic. I've got 2 of the sets in the cardboard box. And then I've got my 60 set. I absolutely love using the tower system for diamond painting because I'm not constantly having to pour them into bottles. But I absolutely love my Forever Young trays. I've had that one issue with one tray. But I use these pretty much on at least 50% of my paintings between that and my butterfly trays. And right now, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to order any more of my butterfly trays because they ship from overseas. And right now, I'm not willing to pay the extra money that it's going to cost to get them sent over. So, but I think I've got plenty of these for now anyway. I I like the Dreamer Design trays. I would be happy if they had lids on them just because of the way that I diamond paint. I do like them. And I don't know if I have any near me. I've rearranged a lot of my stuff and I think I took them in there. But they actually, if you put them in the butterfly tray towers, they actually fit and stay there really well. With those, as long as it's going to be one that's going to be stationary, I do really like those trays as well. Except most of mine are the dark purple ones. And I just wish I had more of the lighter purple. That way I could put the lighter colors in the darker trays and vice versa. But that's okay. They do work really well. And for my tower in the back room to where it just sits on the desk all the time, those are perfect. But I take my diamond paintings with me everywhere. Yeah, I really like the watercolor ones that they've started coming out with, but I think I've only got like 5 Dreamer Designs paintings left to do. Or so I don't know. Um, what? Jenny Bushnell showed one. I do not remember. I know it's been like 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, that she got a tower that those DAC trays would fit in. But I don't know which one it was. No, I didn't. Um, Jenny Bushnell, or I think it might be not Jenny, Jeannie Bushnell. Jeannie M. Bushnell. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. I'm trying to do it on my tablet, so I don't know if it'll let me. Oops. That might, I don't know, that might be spelled wrong. And I'm sorry about that, but yeah, she did a video on one that she got either off of Amazon or Temu that would fit the DAC trays. If I can find it later on, or I can contact her and see if I can find it, I'll try to send you a link to it. But I'm not sure which one it was. I'd already had all my tower trays at the time, so I didn't look into it that much. 2 rabbit paintings. That reminds me, I've got so many unboxings that I need to do. I've just been super lazy this week and haven't got a chance to do my unboxings. And then whenever I did, I was being super lazy. But I've got several unboxings that I needed to do. Yes, my life is so much more important. You will definitely have to send pictures of those, Miss Lizard. I probably need to go look at them, but then I'll go and buy them. Let's see if I can get another color done on here. Which one do I want to do? I got lots of the blue. I've got my tablet plugged in, so I'm having trouble moving it around. I think that's 42. You would think I would just grab my key code from over there instead of trying to look at the key code on the canvas. Okay. Yep. This light blue to go in the sky part of the trees up here. Maybe I can get some of those done. Yep, we all watch her videos. Has anybody heard how she's doing now? Or Julie, have you heard from her yet after her procedure today? I hope everything went well. I'll try to send her a message later, but I don't want to bother her too much. Stardust, you're just trying to knock stuff off, aren't you? Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi for a minute? Not, you can't put your paws on the canvas right there anyway. Let's do this so you can say hi. Trying to knock everything off of the table. Huh. We had just enough cat food the other day to last until our grocery delivery. I think she's still inviting her boyfriend around to eat at night because I fill her bowl completely up before I go to bed. And whenever I get up in the morning, her bowl is completely empty. So I think she's sharing with her boyfriend that's sneaking in the doggy door. Although I haven't seen him in the last weekend. My son has saw him in the house once. I'm going to have to take the brush to you. You've got a bunch of fur that needs to come out of there. She's starting to shed, and since she's such a long-haired cat, I get fur everywhere now. Okay, she's gonna sit in my lap for a little bit, maybe. She'll probably start trying to nudge my hand while I'm trying to do this. I'm sure she will. I'm pretty ashamed of the size of my stash, too. My daughter bought the Minions painting that I have on my wall in front of me for me. Before that, I had never bought a Diamond Art Club canvas, and that was the end of it. I went a little bit crazy after that with Diamond Art Club, so I think I have over 100 Diamond Art Club paintings. But I love each and every one of them. And then I've got several craftably paintings. I've got the ones like I think it's Butterfly Collector Brianna, something like that. I've got most of those paintings that go in that little series. I do that a lot whenever I see somebody who's interested in the diamond painting. So I'll give them one of my budget ones to try it out. I have already done that one. Yes, I do have Java Joanna. It's actually, I keep meaning to put it up above my coffee maker, but it's in my camper at the moment. It's completed. It's just rolled up and put in there for now. I keep meaning to go out there and get it and put it up where my coffee maker's at. I loved that one. I've actually got where I completed it. I'm pretty sure I have it on my channel completed. It's been a while though. It was probably last year whenever I completed it. In fact, I got that one the last time I went up to the Craftably store. They had to bring it from their warehouse, so I waited there for like 30 minutes until they got there. I have that one. I loved that one, but I think somebody else would be very happy to get it. It was it was so much fun to do. Absolutely. That one, I loved working on that one. I can send her another tube if she wants another tube for it. I've got several of those tubes as well. Hold on. I don't. This. I may be able to. Hold on, Julie. Okay. I don't. I went ahead and put you as a moderator, Julie. You don't need the tube. Okay. Yeah. I've got more. I've got so many craftablies that I have already done that I still have the tubes and I don't use them as much. I've given quite a few of them away. How long have we been on here? We've been on here for 48 minutes. Yeah, tonight I'm taking the easy route. I'm going to make hamburger helper for dinner. But they've got a hamburger helper enchilada one. I've never had it before, so I'm going to try to make that one. And if it turns out bad, I'm probably going to have pizza as my backup for dinner tonight. But hopefully it'll be good. That would be absolutely perfect, Julie. I love that name. What's wrong with Miss Lizard? I think so too. I think that A very good name. Whenever I first decided to do a YouTube channel, I had decided on the name that I had decided on was Camping and Crafting with V, or then I was also looking at Craft Chat and Go, but Lexi needed a name for her channel, so she took that one. And then I just never put the camping on the beginning of it. That's okay. I like your name. I like your name on here. Eventually, if I ever start going camping more often like I want to, I might change it to include the camping, but you create stuff. You create the diamond paintings that you do. It's like most of my stuff on my channel is diamond paintings. I occasionally do some other crafts, but not too often. Stardust. I don't think this cat ever likes to touch the floor because she jumps from table to table. That's what I think, Margie. She is creating. I like the name. Now you're just going to sit here and lean your head on my Stardust. She got some attention and now she's over here trying to get more. Huh? Trying to get more attention? That is okay. Whenever I started my channel, if you go back and look at some of my beginning videos, a lot of them are terrible. Yes, she is purring pretty loudly here. But I did not have the first clue on how to do any editing, nothing in the beginning. I think the first video editor that I used was on my laptop. It came free with my laptop. And that laptop at the time was like 10 years old. And I cannot multitask today. I keep putting these on the wrong ones whenever I'm chatting. I don't use the tweezers. I just use my nails to grab them. But finally, they quit updating Windows. And after that, my laptop completely went useless. So I had to switch laptops. I think you would be awesome too, Julie. Yep, I love Granny's channel. I look forward to watching her videos every day. And if you do editing on a phone, InShot is a good beginner editor, and it's really easy to use. I use my Valley on the computer. I bought it 1 year on Black Friday, and I've been using that one since. Yeah, I don't record with my husband in the room because there would be lots of swear words. But that's okay occasionally. I know while I'm at work, I listen to a lot of them while I'm at work, and I don't get to leave as many comments whenever I'm at work on the videos and stuff, but I always try to give a thumbs up to the ones that I do listen to. No, it definitely wouldn't be the first time. I remember whenever my kids were younger, I had went to the dentist, and the appointment that I had was just I had to go back and get let them check out the stitches and stuff that I had put in. And I didn't have anybody to watch my daughter. So I had to bring her with me. And at the time, we were always calling her crackhead. I don't know why, but that's just, we would just be teasing her about some stuff, and that's what we would call her. And so the nurse, she's standing there beside me, and the nurse walks out of the room, and she just nonchalantly goes, "My crackhead." I was so embarrassed. That was the absolute last time that I ever called her that. I was so embarrassed. So, yes, they do pick up on stuff like that. And then Lexi was telling me one day about Mo being in the store, and he calls pizza pee pee. And they walked by the pizza aisle, and he was yelling that at the top of his lungs because he wanted some pizza. And I was like, "See what you did to me? A long time ago, at about his age, you did the same thing to me." But I know they do pick up the. And sometimes you don't need to laugh at them, but it's like, how can you keep from laughing? Yep. Yeah, I know it was. I don't know if she's finally got him to say the correct word yet, but they're working on it. Yeah, kids can be really. They can say some really awkward things at the wrong time. I don't think I've gotten very much of this little itty bitty square done of my painting. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're probably gonna cut. Oops, sorry. I turned it to look at the time on here. We've already been on here for an hour. I know. I've had so much fun during this live. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I've actually got to go and get some laundry done, unfortunately. I hate doing laundry, but I have not done laundry all week. I've told you I've been really lazy this week. But anyway, I guess I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I can see that, Connie. I'm so happy y'all have just made my day stopping by and being in here. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'll try to get an unboxing video out tomorrow, I hope. And everyone take care. I will see y'all all Saturday if you're in the live. But bye everyone. Have fun.